Hi, I'm Drew Hutchison, the director of Greenfield Community Television, and what we have started doing here at Greenfield Community Television is informing the public of events that are going on with short little blurbs such as this. We need to come up with a good title. I have with me Nina, oh my God, Gordon-Kirsch? I remembered.
You got it.
Nina, thank you for coming on.
Thanks
You're
for
with
having
me. With the Connecticut River Conservancy,
Yeah.
which used to be the
Connecticut River Watershed. Yeah.
Right. And so you're a river steward.
Massachusetts River Steward.
Okay, so what's your job? What's that mean?
I get to do what I can to take care of the Massachusetts section of the Connecticut River. The Connecticut River runs through 4 different states, and so I'm watching over advocacy, legislative on a state level, this hydro project we're going to talk about today, also getting local members involved in kayaking, trash pickups, fish migration projects, water sampling, anything to do with our section of the river to keep it clean and healthy for us.
Well, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you've come on. And the reason you've come on is because our listening audience, viewing audience, has an opportunity to have their voices heard. So why do we need to hear their voices, and where should their voices go?
Yeah, so right now we're about 12 years into this energy relicensing process, and there's a few hydro facilities local to the Massachusetts River Valley that are up for relicensing. And they're going through this process where we're rewriting a license that's going to last for the next 40 to 50 years, maybe even 60 years, depending on what the future holds. And it's our chance right now to tell the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, called FERC, what we want and what we don't want to be in the new license. So these facilities have already been operating for 60 years,
right,
and they're going to operate in the future. And so this is our chance, for me, once in my lifetime, that I actually get to have a say in what happens here in the valley with our hydropower.
But time is running short. May 22nd, oh my God.
It is, yeah, it's coming right up, and we have the last few weeks of commenting open right now. We at CRC are holding hydropower office hours where people can come on Zoom, and we'll talk to them about the issues specific to them and how they can comment, and help them write their comment and submit it to FERC.
Okay, because that's the area that it gets a little bit complicated.
Yeah.
I've gone to the FERC website and they want you to register, but
they try to make it complicated.
But it's not really that complicated.
It's not. You can go to their website and enter your comment there. They do make it seem a little more complicated. There are some nuances, but we're happy to help. Anyone can contact CRC, and we'll definitely help them get their comment in.
And actually, what's wonderful about getting in touch with you over this issue is that if they have a chance to talk with you, they can develop a relationship and be part of this beautiful river. It affects all of us on a daily basis. We were having a conversation earlier, and I mentioned it's kind of like gravity. You don't think about it every day, but it affects us.
Totally. Yeah.
And we do have a chance to make a difference. And for so long, it seemed that people it seems like they were almost unaware. It's running right in their backyard, but as long as they're not interacting with it personally on a recreational level or fishing, it almost seems to not come to the forefront, but it's at the forefront right now.
It is right now. And 2 of those things you just talked about, recreation and fishing, are involved in this relicensing process. So there's a few different things people can comment on. There's a number of things, actually, and some of those are recreation, so being able to kayak below and above Turner's Falls Dam. We can advocate for certain flows. FERC will tell the energy company, First Light, that they have to release water in this license. So if you're a boater, if you want to go kayak or canoe on the water, this is a time where you can say, hey, I want to be able to boat these sections of the river, and you need to release more water so that I can boat. And that is totally something that can be put in the new license. Another thing is about fish migration. We're trying to make it easier for fish to continue upstream and migrate and spawn. And also, another part of this is some of the hydropower facilities sadly kill fish in the process of producing energy. And so we're wanting to also look out for the fish and their safety and keep them alive, let alone migrate.
Right.
And then one other issue I'll also bring up is erosion. There's big fluctuations in the river above Turner's Falls Dam because First Light is pulling water out of the river into a reservoir to store water and use it when we need to produce power. And because of pulling water in and out of the river height fluctuates. And that can be 4 feet of fluctuation, it can be 5 feet of fluctuation in one day. And we're wanting the new license to have some regulation around how much fluctuation there can be and when that fluctuation can happen.
Now, in the present contract, which is outdated, but they're still operating under it, does it have provisions for that have been ignored? And if so, then what are the enforcement mechanisms to make sure that they actually do what they're being told to do?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the old license is from a while ago, about 50, 60 years ago, and they are operating what they were told to do 50 or 60 years ago gives them a lot of leeway. It was a general license. It lets them do a lot of things.
So there really is an opportunity here to take a little bit more granular look at how it's affecting the ecosystem of the river.
Exactly, especially because this past generation of this license, we were able to notice how these facilities operate and what impact they have on the river and its surrounding communities and the ecology. And now we can utilize that information, that science, and put it into action for keeping our ecology safe and also for humans to be able to enjoy the river as well.
So if someone needs the River Conservancy's help, they go to ConnecticutRiverConservancy.org.
Yeah, ctriver.org/hydro.
Okay.
And then you'll find all the resources you need there.
Well, Nina, I really appreciate you getting in touch with me and taking advantage of the opportunity we have for the community to let each other know this is what's going on and we have a chance to make a difference. So,
yeah, thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much to anybody who comments.
All right. I hope that the viewers find this to be an important issue. It's something where we can make a difference if we work together. I'm Drew Hutchison. Thank you for joining me. Take care.